Welcome back, everyone. Leslie Midkiff in today. Not necessarily talking to us about makeup. We do talk about that a lot, but we have to talk about cleaning our brushes.
Yes.
We use them all the time, and I don't think we clean them enough.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Okay, and that's the thing, like everyone's like, oh gosh, I don't do it enough. What are the brushes? Let's talk about certain brushes we need to use. Angled brushes, I was telling you before, it's confusing.
Yes,
It's a lot.
There's so many brushes on the market. It's like, I get a lot of questions about what in the world do I do, especially if you're buying them in sets. There's so many brushes.
What do you do with this one?
Right. So the more dense the brush, as you can see these, they are typically used for creams and liquids. This is a foundation brush. I love this for foundation. Something a little bit smaller like this can be used for concealer, but these, as you can see, came from the same set. And then this brush, cream and liquid blushes are all the rage right now. So I like to use a foundation brush for my cream or liquid blushes, and then this I use for a cream contour. So it's angled and it really gets in there on the cheek and around the perimeters of the face. So just think, if it's dense, it's typically used for or created to be used for creams or liquids.
Well,
yeah.
Leslie, you said that creams are really picking up in popularity right now, but I know a lot of people will like to do a cream and then maybe put a powder on top of that. You don't want to be using the same brushes for both, right?
No, absolutely not.
So switch.
Yes, you want to switch. So a fluffy brush, I'm going to just grab all of these to show you. So these are used for powders. Oops. The angled brush, just like this right here, that's fluffier. So I would use a powdered bronzer for that. So this would be a cream, that would be a powder, but same concept. It goes, you know, fits right underneath the cheek, around the perimeters of the face. And then these brushes are typically for powders, blushes.
Like more all over face stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, and then this is something that I always reach for to do, like a transition shade for the eyeshadow. So something really fluffy and a great neutral brown in the crease. I use a fluffy brush just like this.
Okay, let's start talking about cleaning these brushes, because I know I'm guilty of not cleaning them enough.
Yes.
And sometimes you can use solutions, but you can just use regular Dawn dish soap.
Yes, exactly. So this Real Techniques, this is a brush solution to clean your brushes with. But honestly, if there's a lot of buildup, I reach for Dawn and I clean them. So a lot of times you will see, I always kind of laugh about this, on TikTok and Instagram, people just picking up their brushes and throwing them in a sink full of water. Do not do that.
Yeah, tell us why, because you told me this before.
It is
I've been doing it
absolutely
wrong.
no. So right here, this part of the brush, this is where the glue is that holds all of those brush bristles together. So if you get that wet, your brush is as good as gone. So what I do is I take my brushes, I pop a little bit of soap in the palm of my hand, get it wet, lather it up, and I clean my brush just like that. So you really work up a good lather. You'll get all of your product out, run it under running water, and just wring out anything extra, and then I lay it flat to dry.
Now, how often do we need to be doing it, though?
So I would say probably about once a week I wouldn't go much longer than that, especially if you're wearing makeup every day. You need to be cleaning that, because the liquids and the creams are going to harbor bacteria in there.
And don't forget these too. A lot of people use sponges, especially for under eye or different areas if they're going in. And Martina was saying, sometimes I just toss them out, or other people might.
Right.
But just clean them, right? I mean, that's money you're spending.
Yes, exactly right. So you're using that wet. So when it's wet, if it's not setting out to dry properly, that's just bacteria just sitting in there. So you really want to get in there and get those clean.
And what about how much money do you have to be spending on the brushes?
So of course, if you buy your brushes in a set, you're going to get more bang for your buck. That brush would be about probably $12 to $14, but this company, Morphe, will do sets for $20-30. So this ColourPop. Yeah, that is an eye set. Yeah, it's a high quality brush set, and I got it for $18. So that's not bad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, and it's nice too to invest, because before I've maybe gone lower in, and sometimes I'm doing my makeup and I feel a little fuzz pieces everywhere, and I realize that some of the bristles have come off. So it is an investment, but
It is.
you know, they'll last you a long time.
That's exactly right. So you can get 2 or 3 brush sets to totally cover everything that you need.
Yeah.
$30, $45.
Yeah,
If you
not
take care
bad.
of them, you're fine. They'll last you several years.
And where can we go to find all these tips on social media with you, Leslie?
You can scan the QR code that is in the corner. So you want to open up your camera app on your phone, scan that, and that will take you
Right up in the corner.
to a direct link to my YouTube video that's on brushes.
Awesome.
So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and all of that.
You make it easy.
Thank you.
You sure do.
Thank you
Leslie,
so much.
always good to see you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good weekend.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
you
stopping
too.
by.